1. Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games while you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. You can earn fate chips by watching, following, subscribing, or just contributing to the game. Then you can use those fate chips to buy items or affect the outcome of the game. If you hit exclamation point items, that should tell you what is available. And tonight we're playing Star Trek Adventures. These are usually the voyages of the Starship Norway. However, whenever we're down a couple crew member, we like to take little side treks into other perspectives in the world of Star Trek. And to mediate the will of those fates tonight, we have Wayne, our very own Q.
Hello, everyone, and I want to say that, yes, you corporeal life forms just have so many things going on. It would be much easier if you could just fracture yourself across space-time. I don't know why you haven't figured that out yet. But nevertheless, we shall, as you humans go, press on with unearned confidence and enthusiasm. That is the hallmark of your species. So one of the questions I have for you tonight, normally we lead with a trivia question. Tonight we are going to be even more fates oriented, and our main game, as you recall, if any of you recall, was Sic Transit Gloria Mundi. And this, our crew had just taken a real thrashing and proven that the Federation is simply no match for even a single Borg cube, despite all their best efforts. Puny as they were, they did nothing to change the hands of fate. So the crew is going to go to part 2, where they decide and are having to implement a new stratagem to keep the so-called Federation alive. And so what I wish to do is ask, what do you, the audience, think should be the title of part 2 of this season, this show? Should it be Family Feud? I'm just not feeling it. I've got you under my skin? Or the Equus Mulus Gambit? And you can all discuss among yourselves what you think any of those might mean.
Nice split.
I'm not being blue anymore. It's been so long since I've been my good Andorian self.
Q, Cobalt Scorpio would like to tell you, awesome Q outfit.
I got the pineapple and maraschino cherries from Altair 7. Thank you. It's been a few months. If it weren't for temporal stasis, this would just be a mess. But yes, those are how are our choices? Are our choices running well?
Chat is noting that Nat has an echo.
Oh, hold on.
But we do have six votes in the poll right now. This is the last chance. If you want to have control over the name of the episode coming up,
and actually the plot.
And the plot will be affected as well.
Each of these is individual story. Huh?
Now I'm echoing.
Everybody's echoing. No. Let's see if that fixed it.
No.
It's a great time to bust out the voice mod and put on the cave.
I refuse to touch the mod at this point.
Well, we give out fate chips for technical difficulties here. So our stupidity is your reward.
Family Feud was the winner, by the way, with 3, overwhelming majority.
All right, sure. Family Feud will be the first part. All of these will be played through, but Family Feud will be the first. which I will say has to do focus on ball. Each one of these 4 would focus on one of the crew members. And now you know that, you can make some other guesses as to what you were actually voting for.
Thanks for the technical help, guys, as well.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, because you've elected to sidetrack into a, shall we say, more violent, more primitive, and I would say more honest version of all of yourselves. I am speaking, of course, of just the tip of the batleth, which will hopefully conclude after I move on to a more appropriate costume. You can still hear it all while I'm banging around in the continuum.
That's
Here it is.
true.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's slurping the costume change.
I'm slurping a costume change. If I could, this would be the perfect time to take a potty break with my Bluetooth my Bluetooth headset, and I can sound like a Supreme Court justice.
Talking trash about everybody.
Oh, well, this is my job, sir. I believe. Are we done echoing?
Yes, yeah, we're done echoing.
Yeah, Nat doesn't let us have any fun.
Uhura couldn't have done it better herself. Now, warriors! To remind you all, this is sequence 5 of just the tip of the batleth, an actual published adventure, which we have managed to stretch out from a 30-minute story to around about 8 hours. So, I don't know. Do Klingons use actually trivia question for the audience? Which, surprisingly, I know the answer because I'm omnipotent, but I'm just going to ask you to make sure you know. What are the Klingon units of time? Their so-called minutes. Because we know Kelikans is a breakfast cereal and a unit of measurement. But is there a unit of time that Klingons use? I mean, it might just be, the amount of time it takes to cut one person's throat, and that's their base unit of time.
But what would they call that?
Yeah, what would they call that? And does anyone actually know? Oh, you puny brains. No one's even going to Google it at home.
I'm working on it.
They're called the Kaplas. The Plas. Because, Ka is good, and Pla, therefore, must be time. Right?
Good time.
Not even close. Not even close to right. But anyway, someone will do that and get a half.
Someone says
Scorpio is saying lup.
What?
Lup.
Lup.
LUP?
LUP. Yes. So, does anyone wish to fill in the audience on what level of messiness on where you were at?
We are bringing glory and honor to the Empire, and a bag of pinkies.
Yes. All right.
Someone give.
And Provek
Cobalt-
keeps breaking everything.
Someone give Cobalt
Yes.
some points for that correct answer. I mean, it was probably
Yes.
just fast Google
was-
thumbs, but that's still impressive because I didn't find it, and I was doing.
Was that
I was
right?
doing the Google.
Oh, yes. I'm going to declare that correct. I am omnipotent, and I just wanted to make sure you all knew.
Oh, okay.
Was this one of those ones where if we said we didn't know and asked you, you'd have been like, I don't know.
No, I would have had faster Google thumbs. Remember, all-knowing, all-powerful. Never apologize. That's the way it goes. So you were all, if I recall correctly, you were tasked to do the following, and you can see Scorpio is our new joinee, correct? Or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Cobalt
So
Scorpio.
welcome to this foolishness. So General Martok, that good-looking Klingon gave you a mission to covertly land on the third moon of Taralis 7, locate and disable a tachyon emitter that would detect a cloaked fleet that was on its way to the very heart of the Dominion. And also, when you were to disable the tachyon emitter, you were to also gather intelligence and attempt to retrieve any Allied prisoners, which might even include those sad little humans. Those humans! And up to this point, you have slaughtered, as far as you can understand, you have massacred all the Jem'Hadar on the base, because the referee did not understand the level of prowess that a bunch of Klingon warriors can bring to bear when wielded with sufficient bloodlust. And then you even
by
found...
stealth, it means like full-on invasion force.
Oh, for who? Us or them?
For
you
the
guys?
Klingons.
Oh yeah, you had some choices and you made very clear ones. Your tubes crash landed on the planet. Your rescue ship was destroyed. So you have to, shall we say, self rescue. I think. What is it called?
I'm gonna self rescue after this stream.
Oh, I'm self rescue. Yes, that's code. You need both hands, though. You're a Klingon. It's canon, folks. Deal. All right. So
Poor
as
Jetsia.
we remember,
Sorry.
poor Jetsia. Jetsia knew what to do. Dax had been around.
Yeah.
Remember, Curzon, there was no defined sexuality for Curzon either. So I'm sure Curzon knew his way around a couple of knew his way around a couple of things.
I think that's just Trill in general, right? I mean, you live 8 or so lifetimes as multiple genders. You're gonna just be like, I don't give a fuck at the end, towards the end. Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, the Trill don't live that long. The symbiotes.
Well, that's you know what I mean. You got
Who's Frankenstein? Who is it?
Don't push your
Who's
glasses up and go. Well, actually.
Oh, we're Star Trek fans. That is literally our entire.
This is true. It's true.
Come now, this is why people like Star Trek. It's not love, peace, brotherhood, and lots of conference tables. It's about trivia. So at this point, you have barely escaped an attack by vicious blue barrels, and allowed, almost electrocuted a changeling, and now it's missing. I believe we pick up on that point. Yes.
I think where we left off is we had just made it to the we were just climbed up the ladder to go to the roof, right?
Oh, well,
Yes.
some of us didn't mark that on the sheet. Okay. So you just Mr. Pedantic, you just give me a second to find what a roof.
Oh, Mr. Star Trek's about correcting people.
Yes.
Sorry,
Oh,
I couldn't hear you.
It's about correcting people. Mr. Star Trek is trying to be your friend and ally, but you ain't making it easy.
Nobody did too.
No, I kid. Well, no, I don't kid. I chide. I jape. What? What are you people?
Don't date yourself like that. You don't need to use that kind of vernacular.
Jape? Yes. No, for the TOS, Trelane handles TOS characters. So, just in case you guys needed that. I need to locate a rooftop because I thought, we'd be done by now, and I had a whole week to prepare. So why shouldn't I have done that? Okay, look what I found.
We should be back to full cast next week, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully. If not, there are other sidetracks, and the additional adventures can be run with 1 or 2 people down. However, now we have, meanwhile, on the roof. Let me get your characters to where they need to be.
Klingons have awesome roof parties. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's not even it's clearly there's no anything out there. All right, so yeah, you guys come up. All right, you're on the roof. You're 2 stories up, which is I don't know, 2 furlongs and a hogshead high.
Well, all right, that settles it.
That clears it right up. That's another famous Klingon measurement, a Targ's head. We need to find out what would a Targ's head be as a measurement, because that would be hilarious.
All right. If memory serves, I think I was the first one to go up.
Yes.
So
Krovik.
Yeah. Upon making it to the roof clearing, I just want to kind of observe around, see looking over the railing or the edge of the building, how far up we are, and see if there's any logical way down, like a ladder.
Logical.
Hey, look, that's my other character mixing in. Shut up.
Logical way down. Bold way down, maybe. No, live
Yeah,
long.
gravity.
What was it? Live long and retreat is the I think what the Klingon said, right? So there do not appear to be any access ladders, because that would just be cheating and making things too easy for you.
Well, you
But
know if you don't ask.
it is, yeah, because otherwise, literally, you're not wrong, sir. And as a great warrior, you can find the most defensible way down, and barring that, you will discover that there doesn't seem to be any soft place on a frozen wasteland of forsaken moon. It is 2 stories tall, so that's what 3 meters.
I got it.
Times what? Something 3 times 2 is 6, so it's about 6 meters off the ground.
Yeah, enough for terminal velocity to kick in.
Yeah, luckily, your giant hair will act as a parachute.
It's my favorite kind of velocity.
You should lean it. Yes.
I wonder, since I have the extra aerodynamics, if I helicopter with the extra dangly bit, if I could just kind of lower myself down.
Which dangly bit would this be?
Take your pick. There's 2.
I think you could, if you wanted to go head first and hope your hair would cushion it. Could attempt to headbutt the ground.
Possibly add another wrinkle.
Yes, add another dent.
Dreg's gonna look around and look over the edge, and then go to both the doctor and Krovik and go, "Why? We never go up. We need to go down. This is stupid. You're both stupid."
So I don't think you've actually disabled the transmitter at this point, have you?
No, we were gonna go down. We were gonna go down and do that. Yeah, we were gonna go.
Go down and do that because you broke the elevator. Well, who broke the elevator again?
Krovik.
It was him. He did it.
Krovik did it.
Krovik did it.
At least
Krovik
that's what
broke
the doctor says.
Yes.
You always believe your doctor.
Well, about doctor things, yes. About engineering things, no.
I said always believe your doctor.
So there is also a large antenna up on the roof. If you want to make an engineering and reason roll, anyone who's feeling lucky.
Sure, I'll go for it.
Okay, it's like a difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1.
Or I mean, it requires one success. Hopefully, everyone playing at home, if you do not understand the mechanic, please sing out in the chat, and we will accommodate you. But anyway, I apologize. How'd you do?
I rolled a 5 and a 17, so I got the 1.
Nice. The lowest level of success. It's D for diploma.
Mm-hmm.
And
a win is a win.
A win is a win. And from your your crash course in engineering at the academy, and it was crashing into things. That was engineering in the Klingon Empire. You recognize that this is some sort of an antenna or transmitter.
Hey, this is some kind of antenna or transmitter.
Oh,
Okay.
Perhaps we should destroy it before someone sends out a distress signal. Not that we left anyone alive to do so.
I think they need pinkies in order to do that.
I'm not convinced of that.
Can I attempt to set up some sort of like feedback loop that would overload the generator and maybe cause some sort of an explosion?
Yeah, you can work on that.
I would like to work on that.
You'd like to work on that? That's gonna it'll be what we call the extended task, where you just have to do damage to do damage to the problem.
Okay.
You're going to attack the problem, quite literally. You'll be using engineering and to diagnose that you can do what you can do. That will be an engineering and insight.
50-50 shot.
All right. So engineering and insight to essentially map out a strategy, and then it will be let's do it as con. You do con at all?
Oh, well, I mean, I can if you want me to. If you want,
well,
if you want this to
okay.
end poorly, sure.
Okay.
I can if we can do it separately.
Oh, you can do it separately. If someone gives you an idea and hands it off to a teammate.
Got it.
Also, if you want to try and assist, I'm not sure what if anyone wants to try and assist and look over their shoulder or a cranium storm on the first one. So the first step is diagnosis, and you'll need to generate 4 effects. Well, not effects. You'll need to generate 4 damage against this.
Okay.
Right.
Success gives you a die of attack. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Good devil. What?
And I'm rolling a con, and what else?
You're rolling. Are you attempting to?
Well, I've got.
Dumb question.
I've got to diagnose it first.
Idea? Yeah. Diagnose. There's the how do I make it blow up, and then there's the actual wiring it up.
Got it.
You can assist with both. That's
Okay.
what I'm going to tell you. So as you begin this, let me see. What have we got?
What's my target?
Your target is
Or how many?
4.
How many?
Yep. Come up
Successes.
with 4. Each success gives you a die, a d6.
Okay.
And then you get that d6 pool, and then you have to generate I'm gonna say, because you're snotty, 6 points of damage.
So.
To the.
Thanks. It was just 4.
It was 4.
So to diagnose it, I also have to attack it, or is the attacking
Well,
just for?
The attack is a mechanic to indicate effort expended.
Okay.
It's that's your waypoint.
Think of it as like a progress bar or
Got
some
it.
shit.
So, in order to maximize my chances of getting more dice, I'm going to buy a D20 with momentum.
All right, gotta go momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you don't have to do this all at once. This just takes time.
Right. Well, I'm going to try to do it all.
Okay. And then once that happens, also if someone wants to think along with him, because you're actually, this is a coming up with the, expecting it, doing the idea. So I don't know if the doctor wanted to do anything with it or
I'm
not.
gonna regale him of the stories of the great antenna wars, and I remember my days of fighting antenna.
Okay.
Oh God, he's telling another one of those old person stories.
No, he's talking about killing all those Endorians. That was the antenna wars.
Cobalt Scorpio says, reverse the polarity. That always works.
Yes.
So I
Sorry, but the
got it.
photon fire. This is now, you put away your, dude, you bring that thing back out.
Let's
Bring
do I
back
have
your
any
bonus,
foci that would work for here?
Foci? What do foci do? What foci do you have?
I have athletics, blades, etiquette, federation culture, high council, politics, and intimidation. I'm intimidating the.
You could see it as a, what if this were a political task.
Absolutely.
Where you have different moving parts all working in opposition to each other. You do have to come up with some kind of a, not necessarily technobabble. However, I would like to hear you build a metaphor for how this antenna works and how it's like the High Council.
I got it. Okay. Well, just
because remember, everyone, any skill is applicable because that's why you're cool.
So for the diagnosis, I have rolled a 1, a 2, and a 19. That's 4 successes if we're going by the Federation culture, the High Council politics, I should say.
No, a 1, a what?
A 1, a 2, and a 19.
Yeah, that is 4 successes. It was. I should have extended the critical range just to mess with you.
I'm gonna look at Krovek and go, you see, this is just like the council. This one right here is Gowron, and if you let him run his mouth constantly, it's just gonna collapse the entire thing from the inside out. You gotta shut him the fuck up if you want anything to actually be accomplished. But that's not what we want here. We want this thing right here to just fucking talk and do nothing but talk, and it's just gonna feed back into itself and blow up everything. Do you think you could do that?
Sort of like you guys.
You had me at blow up everything.
Well, you got 4 successes. That's 4 dice you can roll to do damage to the idea.
To get started on it, so I can roll 4 die.
That gives you the dice, and the 6-sided dice to your progress bar.
Got it.
I made it overly complicated because people complained in the chat I was not letting you roll enough dice.
Got it.
They like to hear that.
6.
They like to hear dice.
6, 5, 3, 2.
2. Okay, the 3 is out. The 6 is 2 points. The 5 is 1 point. The 2 is 2 points. And because I believe Good Devil would be very incensed that I moved the goalposts, because this is an internet chat. This is a game amongst friends.
No, push those goalposts.
Them goalposts. This was 4 successes were needed. You got 5. The other one goes off to nowhere. That's okay. You came up with the idea. You have said that thing's got to talk to that other thing nonstop and make the whole thing collapse. So basically, I need a con, and let's go with control. See, con and god for your character. And what will happen is, to implement this, you need 6 points on the progress bar.
Okay.
And because, by the way, because of the role-playing of the because role-playing the solution in a way that brought your focus in a very nice, logical, tidy way, the universe smiles on you and you regain 1 point of momentum. Because that's just brilliant. We liked it.
Please,
and also
boost my ego some more.
Boost egos, and also don't forget, if anyone has any points, you can do hashtag exclamation point item. You can also buy things and help or hinder these little bumpy-headed bozos. You bumpy-headed bozo. Dr.
Right.
Smith is going to roleplay. Is going to be GM next.
Of
Yes.
course, overly excited from the prospect of blowing something the fuck up, as Krovik is meant to do. And I did just get instructions from Lieutenant Dreg on how to do so.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and take over on
Yes.
the task. And you said a con and a presence?
Control.
Control, sorry.
Con
Okay,
and con.
same thing.
Con and con.
Con.
And
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably should have said.
Con.
Yes.
Probably should have said, because I rolled 3 dice. I was going to buy a die.
Okay. Do you have anything that you want to try and talk me into using as a focus that would allow you extra criticals? Reroll. You can just leave the dice the way they are.
He's not
Survival.
using that to his advantage, or for your advantage, it's for his.
So you'd have to see what you'd have to think about how electronic circuitry would be like slitting open a baby target and hiding in its.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. And I'm so glad you said that because that's immediately where my mind went to.
Oh yes.
This is Lieutenant Drake. You had me believing that maybe this might have been a difficult task, but this looks like the little dregs we used to, go out hunting and cook over a nice slow fire.
So with that, you've taken apart and improvised some toothpicks from the pinky bones. You can use the pinky bones if you wish to take them away from him to act as like equipment because you don't have any engineering kit. So you may need equipment.
Oh, okay. Oh. I suppose that jobs are easier with tools. Lieutenant Drake, I know you value that bag of pinkies that you've collected today. Would you be so kind to perhaps let me borrow a few of those digits so we can complete our mission?
I'm sure my nephew would be so kind as to spare one of these pinkies for you. And I'm gonna hand him a pinky. It's gonna be one of the bigger pinkies. I'm feeling generous.
Okay.
And just real quick, because it's going to count here, we have a skill bonus redemption for good old Krovek.
Well, I don't know if Krovek truly needs the skill on this, but if it helps, Krovek, the way the skill bonus will work is you get an extra die,
Ooh.
and you are able to re-roll one of the dice in your pool.
Ooh.
Does that satisfy honor for a skill bonus?
Oh my. So am I rolling an extra D20?
You now have a pool of 4, if I'm not mistaken, from what you purchased.
All right.
And one of those you can re-roll unless you have some sort of other skill.
So I've left my roll as it was when I rolled the 3. I rolled 2, so target 13,
Yes.
2 5s and a 17. Here comes that bonus die. That was an 18.
re-roll one.
I'm gonna re-roll the 17. An 11, so 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, that allows you to roll 3 6-sided dice to attempt to move your progress bar forward.
One could
This
say.
skill-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
One might
Go.
say, today is a good day to. Today is a good day
Oh,
to
that's
die.
gross.
There we go. Today is a good day to die.
I was thinking that somehow stigmata was involved. Now the Klingons were going to Tovakor in a hurry. Yes, you, Krovek. How did you do in your?
A
3
2, a 5, and a 3.
Oh man, a 2 is 2. So that's 3 points total off. You have 3 remaining. Your skill bonus lasts for the duration of this task. Because I don't know, do skill, actually, a Fates question. Do skill bonuses last for the entire session, or do they just last for?
It's up to the DM.
DM's
Yep.
discretion.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that anything that you've got that is con or con related then would involve this bonus.
I will give you precedence that usually at least in the past skill bonuses have been like a one-time
One and
hit.
done.
Oh, one roll
Mhm.
hits. Okay, well, for right now, you're still in the same task. So you became inspired by the smell. What kind of smells did the fire make on that day while you were roasting that creature? Was it swampy smelling? Was it?
No, not swampy. I could smell the musk. There's no other way to just this thick musk.
Dr. Herkel,
Yeah.
I should say. You're hearing this talk of musk, and I don't know where you're looking right now. Me, yes, I get that. Are you watching them repair this? repair this thing,
We're
or
not
what are you
repairing
doing?
Yeah, I'm anxious to get out of here. So
You're doing
I
Klingon
mean,
repair.
there's nothing left to kill. So
All right. Um, but as you're, the words Musk, however, evoke something deep and passionate inside of you. Um, mm, yeah, it's just that kind of a great thing. It smells like an OR after all the bowels have been resected.
smells like
Uh,
wet Klingon.
Klingon, yes, wet targ. But your eyes go out across the horizon and you see, um, you know, you're not about 10 meters away from the installation. You see some shimmering, like, well, you can guess what that might be, but you see distortions in the on the tundra.
Distortions on the tundra.
Yeah, human-sized sort of ripples and 80s bad, 90s bad special effects.
Mm.
So I'll let you ponder that.
I think we might have
So
company, guys.
okay,
Uh,
yes, correct.
no, go ahead.
Oh no, I was waiting to hear what you had to say. Because we
Uh,
begin to roll when you want. So
okay. So I'm gonna buy another die with momentum, and then I got my bonus. So 4 total.
you have your bonus.
Oh, right. I don't have a bonus.
Well, yes, you do. No. I was joking because it sounded like you said your bonus.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Like
probably
you
because I.
Skeletor
I-
cosplay.
So while Krovek is hard at work on the antenna trying to set the feedback loop up, I would like to go around to the other side of it and attempt to send out an encoded message in a Federation channel to let any ship nearby know that the mission is a success, and there are 3 Klingons on this planet that that would appreciate a transport, teleport, anything.
Do you demand that?
Oh, absolutely.
You're not begging.
Demand.
What would your message be?
Huh?
What would your message be?
Message would be Federation. We have done what you could not. Now, bring your fastest and most powerful vessel to this planet of oh fuck.
The planet Elfuck?
Oh
Yes.
fuck. Oh, which one of these cards has it?
The card that I just brought up.
Oh yes, Talanus 7. We demand to be, as you say, transported.
Okay. When you're going to have to use a con and control on that.
And don't forget to tell them their vessels are inferior.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the people, like, hey, your stupid puny vessels. Could you please send one of them over here to pick us up?
I very much love that they have become the fairy godfather from Fairly Odd Parents.
They have to wait until they're like 65 for wrinkles in their foreheads.
How many successes do I need?
You need 2 successes.
I need to add threat.
What?
My target is 10. I need the extra die.
I mean, what happens if it doesn't work?
I mean, if you wanted to make this like a fitness and
Yeah,
security roll.
Yeah, you can secure it to death. One minor thing that I didn't do was this. Thank you for giving me the extra points. That really helped. Anyway, don't mind me.
I don't know what this
Sure,
is. I got a
sure.
1, a 6, and a 20. I got the 2. I got the 2 I needed.
Con consequence. Beautiful. You got 2 successes and a consequence, which I cannot find under my shared resources anymore. Gosh darn it.
Oh,
I
it
just need
sounds
to.
like this is just a freebie.
All I can say is I looked around and I couldn't find a scene with Krovik in it at hand because he's the king of that. So there's a computation. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So, audience, what would the best complication be? You're trying to send a message, but it could be inflicted on any of the players.
We were trying to send a message, but all it did was get sent to my mom, so now my mom calls back.
Well, that's better than what.
Hangnails all around.
That is absolutely better than what I had in mind. What were some of the other suggestions?
Hangnails all around.
Hangnails all around. Irritated, sensitive skin.
A flare-up of IBS.
Yes. Klingon IBS is the worst because they have 2 colons. They have 2 of everything.
2 colons, and they eat their targ pretty much raw. It's just the fur's still on it. It's bad. It's bad. Have you ever seen somebody throw red paint on like a mink scarf? It's exactly the same thing.
Yes. Oh, yes, those mink scarves. Stole, I believe, is the phrase. Revealing my omnipotence, flexing my omnipotence once again. So at this point, I believe the consequence is that, well, you were working on the transmitter. And Krovik was also working on the transmitter. And you know where this is going.
I mean, I have an idea, but I don't want to say it.
I just like the stink eye I'm getting off of your little pathetic friend, realizing that all of his hard work is about to be shot to pieces because of you. And believe it or not, yes, there's a cloud of sparks and arcs. You do narrowly avoid injury, of course, and it fuses some of the circuits that Krovek was working on, so he can't keep Goron talking. Goron remains silent, and the pinky bone is destroyed.
No, that's the worst part.
So let me get let me understand the sequence of events here. I spent
Yes.
to buy a die, and then I rolled my die, and I have yet to announce that roll because, good fucking lord, this roll.
Oh, please flex the roll. I'm just saying that it was all for naught. But go ahead, because he also spent momentum to get you to this point. He bought the 20.
I did.
What was your roll?
It was a
31.
1. It was a 2. It was a 12. And it was an 8. By my count, that was 6.
You had 6 successes. You would have had 6 dice. You would have overkilled it and fixed everything, and you were almost in the middle of it when the message to the message to the Uber driver went sideways.
But the message still went off, right?
No, it fused some stuff. So you have not disabled this antenna. The generator remains running and doing its tachyon sweep thing as part of the network, and you still have no way off the planet that's easy and cheap. Oh, and yeah, I think that there seem to be those shimmering agents that I spent threat to bring into existence.
Oh, god damn it. What have you done over there? Why is this thing... I think the entire thing is scrapped.
Well, I had to try to figure out a way for us to get off of here. Figured sending a message would be the best bet. I still know some...
I'll send a message. I'll toss you off the top of this damn building.
You, Patak, you couldn't do that. You couldn't even lift a pinky, and then I'm gonna hold my pinky bag up into his face. This is gonna end how it started with the two of us fighting.
Yes, I am extremely excited about this.
You
I
know
just-
what? To hell with all of you.
And Krovek is going to go back down the ladder into that other long one.
Because if anyone wanted to attempt to jump down, I could give you the mechanics of it. It's not that hard. I mean, your seasoned warriors, dropping down ain't too
We
bad.
still need to figure out how to blow this place up, so I'm gonna follow Krovik. What's up, Veej?
So Krovik and Dreg have decided to go back into where it's warmer. It's only -20 in there. Herkel, you're still out there. I'm not sure what you're doing. Because your two friends are going to go probably kill each other in about 2 seconds. I don't know why they didn't just have it out. Everyone plays Duel of the Fate.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the Creative Commons Duel of the Fates should now be playing. at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Corn on the cob.
What would you do, Tweet? There's a threat.
Can I
There's
just
a
rip
threat
this
not-
antenna off?
It's a little bit big for you. It's about
Is it?
2 barrels wide, and Durasteel. I mean, there's still
Hmm.
electronics. There's still electronics in it and things. You could just blast away at that for the heck of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It'll just make me feel better.
Okay. Do you want to just roll damage to make you feel better too, just to know how much damage you viciously inflicted?
Sure.
Okay. You can even take aim.
How
Yeah,
do I know I need to roll?
It should say under disruptor on your character sheet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And it should be 7D or something, I think. I'll just say 7D or something like that.
Disruptor 6D.
That's it? You're a wimp. Yeah, someone came as 8.
It's a disruptor. I mean,
Well, no. It's like, well, actually, the weird part is it's how well you aim it gives you more damage or more potential damage. So it's
Okay.
kind of cool. Because someone who doesn't know how to use a phaser, stun, their damage from stun doesn't do as much. You might not knock someone out if you don't know what you're doing with a phaser.
all right. Well,
Even
I
though-
got 2 3s, which is 0, right?
So that's nothing.
All right, and then I got 3 2s and a 1.
Okay. 3 2s is 6, and a 1 is 1, so that's 7 points of damage. That's enough to cramp anyone's style. You've unloaded the disruptor into it out of just sheer frustration with this whole effed up situation.
Tell that to your antenna brethren. And then I'll climb back inside with everybody else.
That was horrible.
Doctor, what was
Oh,
all that commotion up there?
well,
That
effing
antenna
play-
won't be bothering anybody anytime soon.
well effing played, people. Well effing played. At this point, well, you can't spend momentum. You can buy a threat. One of the things you can do is attempt to create an advantage, or create a situation or update a situation. We're no longer under the Leroy Jenkins protocol.
Oh, I'm not gonna create a situation at all.
On the walk-in, and upon Lieutenant Dragon Herkel coming down, they see Sergeant Krovek has picked up one of the blue barrels, almost seeming to make allies with it, and
Traitor!
goes over to the close to where the control panel is, because if I recall, there's a little glass window that you can see
The
Generate.
kind of the guts of the thing, yeah, big giant,
so
very
so
impressive machine.
Being the absolute, Klingon Olympic athlete that he is, Krovek is gonna, spin once, twice, 3 times, and yeet that barrel into the window.
All right, I am feeling a security and fitness roll coming on.
And I don't have ears right now. Hold on, I'm sorry.
What, ears?
I think he accidentally unplugged himself.
Hello.
There we go. Okay.
Hello.
I had to go full body for it. When I spun around, I unplugged my headphone.
We like it when people commit to a bit here in the continuum, in the Klingon continuum. So you have yeeted the barrel into the plastisteel glass. Now this is a barrel that is capable of harming even the greatest of warriors. So it does 8d6 damage.
Jesus.
It will stop it. It will lay a T-Rex low. It will make a Magatu stop having sex.
That's as much as my disruptor. You're saying it.
Yes,
What?
that is how dangerous a barrel is. Barrels are. Right. Remember this thing. It laid Worf low. It must have been dangerous.
All right.
Worf only able to redeem himself by hacking the arms off of Borg.
So my current container, I only have 5 5d6. So
well, keep memory.
Yeah. So the first 5, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4.
Well, you're not a really good eater. 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4 is nothing.
And another 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right. 3 still isn't any good, but you should get points for Yahtzee. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, because I can't add that part. Oh, I apologize to everyone's ears, but
You can take that Yahtzee as points in your number column.
4, 5, 6. So that was 6 points of damage to the plasteel glass. And you have begun shattering it. It just is like on the verge of destruction. The barrel is, of course, unharmed, for it has no honor. It only exists to kill.
Oh, he unless someone wants to interrupt me, Krovek's in pure rage mode right now. He's gonna pick it up and one more time, 360, 360, 360, no scope that fucking window.
All right. Because you're so enraged, I am gonna ask for the fitness and security again. You just need 1 point to succeed.
Okay.
All right, the 2 successes. Do you wish to bank 1, or do you wish to buy an extra damage die with 1? Bank 1. All right. Can you make the sound like you pulled something? All right, and you're gonna pull something when you try and clatter those dice on the table.
So we got on the first 5, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. I know this is terrible.
It's 4 so far, though.
Yeah, I'm holding that die.
But you wanted 1s or 6s.
Well,
there's no 6 yet.
As it so happens, 6, 1, and 4.
6, 1, 4. Whoops, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. An additional 7 points is inflicted. The barrel actually smashes through the plastisteel glass, and the fragments shudder onto the ground of the reactor chamber, which is 2 stories tall, and the barrel makes a loud, like, clunking sound as it rattles down into the bottom and hits with a thud. So now you have a window that is open, and you can actually smell like kind of this ozone, the ozone smell, the power. Yeah, we'll go with that. Or like somebody's Dyson is just really trying to. It's the Airblade. I don't know why you don't pay $400 for this at Best Buy.
I'm gonna pull my disruptor out and start shooting the generator. Oh, what? No,
Okay.
no, no, what?
I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna shoot the elevator.
No. Guys,
You're very angry with the elevator.
It's pissing me
if I can
off.
talk out of character real quick,
Please.
and I shut up to give you guys agency because I kind of took over there for a bit. But Krovek had every intention of tinkering on his disruptor to make it go into overcharge, toss it down into that the generator room, and
space.
then just cut the cable on the elevator, and hopefully we don't die.
Ooh, I like that plan. I like that plan.
What I'm gonna do is in game we shall do this. Also, I need a show of hands. Who thinks that Good Devil was completely appropriate in just deciding to just take the stage?
Absolutely. You take it.
Okay, yeah. We're absolutely within your rights as a player to say, I have an inspiration, and then it would be up to me as a referee to go, I need to pump the brakes. Because that's what I did to you and effed over your chance to fix that antenna, didn't I? I'll pace dramatically.
Also, if he messes it up, I plan to blame him for everything.
You already have.
Yeah, I mean,
so you're beginning to set your disruptor to overload, and both Dreg, you're starting to take aim at the what you think to be parts of the core of the generator. You never even diagnosed what would be a good thing to aim at, so I was figuring you were just gonna shoot at an LCD monitor and hope for the best.
Yeah, anything glowing. Yeah, if I see glowy, shoot it.
But you do see Krovik beginning to, and you see set his disruptor into an overload configuration.
I'm gonna see that and go, yes, that's wonderful. Yes, do that. And then I'm gonna keep shooting.
Okay, you're gonna keep shooting? Okay.
I'm laughing the entire time.
Make sure that both of you are on that elevator, because as soon as I toss this thing, we're gonna have to get out of here quick.
Hercule, do you want to do anything about? Do you want to invoke the spirits of O''Tis or Otis to repair an elevator? You could medically relate how an elevator works to something medical.
It's just like a Klingon esophagus. It goes up and down.
And there's two of them because reasons.
Yeah. Redundancies.
Elevators must have redundancies.
Oh, good. So if you want to use, I'm going to allow you to substitute medical for engineering at this point, because the heart's a pump and the pump is a heart. If it works one way, it works the other. Jet Reno is my spirit animal. She is my spirit god. So if you want to use reason and medicine, you'll need 3 successes to begin to work on the finding a solution to get the elevator moving.
All right, I'll have to buy a die with threat then.
Oh, do you have momentum?
We have 1 momentum.
Yep,
We have 1.
Take
I'll
it.
save that for something better.
Use it.
No, he's going to use threat. Man, good Klingon. Fine. Fortune favors the bold. So while you do that, tell me how many successes you pop off.
Well, so you picked the 2 best things that I have, which gives me a skill check of 16. And I got 3 15s.
Outstanding.
Well, hey, close still works.
It works. And what I'm going to say is, you're welcome for figuring out their skills work.
And it barely works.
Who says I don't read your character sheets? And what I'm going to do is, Dreg, you have finished your alterations to your disruptor. All I'm going to say is Krovik. Oh, Krovik has. Dreg, all I'm going to say is, if you want to roll damage, you're welcome to roll damage, but I don't know how much good it's going to do.
No, I think at this point I'm just doing it for fun.
You can just do it for fun.
I'm just. Dreg doesn't have a care in the world right now. This is like the high point of the mission for him.
You have basically all lost all desire to care.
I mean, we're stuck in a,
You're stuck in a room and you're
We're
gonna
probably
die.
going to
Spot,
die, so I will make the most of the time I have left.
I feel like this makes sense.
This sadly makes a lot more sense. So what I'm going to, it makes sense for next gen Klingons. For anyone watching at home, there are TOS Klingons that I would much rather have them be playing right now. But we don't get what we want now, do we? So we are going to, Drake, you have your disruptor in your hand. You've cross-circuited it, so it is in overload mode. It is heating up and beginning its whine. Last chance to disarm it, if you wish. Otherwise, tossing it down the shaft. Or is there any spot you wish to throw it, or are you just going to throw it just straight down at the base of this thing?
Yeah, and I assume you meant Krovak.
I got a line of sight problem here.
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna look over and like, I don't know. Oh, there's a glowy part. Yeet.
Yeet. All right.
Okay, not eat. Just how about lob?
Just go. All right. So that's you're gonna granny shot this.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna do your penalty shot underhand is what I'm hearing.
How many lups did you set it for?
What?
Set it underhand.
Wait, you can set a timer on that.
Oh shit! We need to get on this elevator now.
So congratulations. I have a. Here's the deal. Every so often, I'm going to call for a die roll from one of you, and I alone know the number, and that is the number it will go off on, or the numbers, and it's a D6. So it's a D6 number. So immediately upon it leaving your hand, Armand, I need. Krovik's tossing it. Krovik, I need a D6 roll, please. And I am writing it down.
Very well. We got a 2.
6. You got a 2. Okay, that was not the number. So down it went, and clattered into the thing, and you just made that subtle comment, and you both raced to the elevator. Switching back to Dr. Hutrol. Sorry, I interrupted your die roll, didn't I?
No, I told you it was the 315s.
Oh, 315. So you have 3 successes. You did find. What did you find that would possibly? Well, yeah, everybody has a backup. So you ripped the other panel aside and found backup controls.
I just figured I'd beat it into submission.
Okay, you've beat it into submission. And you do now have a set of elevator controls available to go, at this point, down, because it's a very simple elevator.
Don't let Krovik touch it again.
I fixed his Krovik's mishandling of the elevator.
I'm gonna fix your mishandling once we're done with this shit.
It's like the 3 Klingon stooges over here. I fucking love it. Hey, you wise guy, get over here.
Get over here. Yeah, actually, the fun part is the eye pokes would just be seen as foreplay, honestly. I believe we did discuss Klingon kink at one point early on in the adventure, and it involved a nice dinner and candlelight.
Everything has to start somewhere.
Right, yeah, anyone who wants to translate Shades of Grey into a Klingon version is welcome to that rabbit hole of madness.
Oh, 15
and that
Shades
is
of Dwarf.
Yes. Well, 15 Shades of Gok.
So
All
in
right,
our
they can't
D&D
all.
campaign, we actually have a character named Gray, and one of the episodes is named 50 Shades of Gray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you do?
He's gonna
It
die
was his
this week.
backstory, but
He's gonna die
He's
this week.
doing it.
All that work on his backstory, and he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, would this count? By the way, quick meta. Does this count as a heist?
I guess
yeah,
technically, yeah.
yeah.
You're saying
It's heist
something.
week. It's heistathon, everybody.
I believe everyone should get some points for attending the heistathon if they attend all of the Lords and Ladies of Fate events.
I'll tell you what. If you
They
wills
should get
it, then so
points.
it shall be. Fate chips for Chad.
Well, no, I was thinking. Oh, no offense. I was thinking that they get points if they attend all three.
Oh, well then they'll just
Listen, I'm
collect
cheap.
that bonus every stream they show up. How about that?
Okay. Take a screenshot of whoever still cared, and yeah. So I'm just doing my best to link all of our universes together because the Q sees all. The continuum goes on.
And then not to mention, at the end of this, which I think I'm going to uniquely call phase 1, is when the D&D characters, Star Trek characters, and the Star Wars and the Alien characters all meet up for one grand big bad evil guy.
I do quite smell a holodeck that all the other all the other Lords and Ladies of Fate, they're all adventure. That Commander Rector is watching.
We talk over each other when there's 4 of us. Can you imagine the cacophony of sound that would be that broadcast? It would literally just be like the thunderous sound of a stadium conversing with each other.
So what you're saying is we need a director.
No, what you're saying is yes, we should do the shit out of that. Because that just sounds like the best bit of chaos.
Use flute to quiet everyone. Flute. That's it. Everyone, shut the fuck up.
We need a talking stick.
If you've heard the flute blow, you must shut the fuck up.
Yeah, actually, I don't know enough about like how you would monitor that mechanically. Sorry, I'm now totally on meta at this point.
Yep, we were gonna finish this tonight. Now.
So
you're finishing this. You are goddamn finishing this.
So Hercule fixes the elevator. Where are we at?
Hercule, do you wish to go down?
I pushed the button to go down.
Okay, well, luckily I've been able to do some off-screen shenanigans.
The elevator, I should be the one to push it, but that's okay,
All right. You come back down to the elevator to the site of your I don't know, warm-up exercise.
I would like to go across to all the bodies and just make sure that I have taken all the pinkies.
No,
the hell with the pinkies. I think we gotta go.
Oh, okay, you're right. There'll be another day for pinkies.
You haven't blown anything up yet.
Oh, do we have to roll for that?
Oh no, I apologize. I was still thinking about your plan with the heating ducts. Never mind. By the way, as the elevator's going down, Nat, please roll a d6.
Anything but a 2.
1.
That's not it. It is sort of like playing Plink. Is it Pacino? What's the game?
Plinko.
Plinko. Yeah, this is like playing Plinko, where I just look at your note. No, you didn't win. So you're still.
Can I just choose to continuously roll a d6 until I hit the number?
No.
I prefer there be some spacing.
That's fine.
As a storyteller, however, the mortality rate for this mission is extremely high.
Yeah.
So.
You're managing to do very well at this.
Gentlemen, shall we head for the only ship that's in here and hope the fuck it works?
Go to the ship! Everybody to the ship! It's not gonna work. It doesn't work. I want to just start running towards the ship.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll
crap!
follow.
No, I've got to find Jem'Hadar that aren't resurrected. Where's my gene pool? Hey, these guys. All right. You are all just running toward the ship, like just flat ass double dicks out.
Helicoptering.
Who is in the lead? Or who wants to be in the lead? Otherwise, I'll go by fitness level.
Well, I said it first, so.
Oh, you said it first. 1, 2, 3, not it.
I said
I'm
second.
All right. Hercules second. Somehow, well, the tank. The tank's in back, as is the proper strategy. You are about midway through the deck, and at this point, yeah, I gotta throw these bastards out.
More pinkies.
Yeah, more pinkies. These Jem'Hadar soldiers unsheath or uncloak. I forget what their stealth is called. I apologize. Anyone who wants to correct me in the chat, and then anyone who wants to read the chat and relay it to the continuum is welcome to do it. But they have a full load of Ketracel White, so they can do their little cloaky thing. So they uncloak, and Dreg, you're just putting along. So Jem'Hadar 14 is gonna take a pop at you.
Okay.
So he's got to roll, and I forget. Did we make this work? If I move this,
There you go. I see it.
You can see it?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to roll the open. He only needs one success. He's only going to roll 2 dice, and he does get 7 damage dice. So I'm going to roll the whole mess in one go. Dreg, because you're somewhat unaware, you're going to need 2 success. You're going to match him skill against skill, and that's daring and security. But you will have to roll one more. You'll have to beat him by 1.
Got it.
To successfully block. Does that all make sense?
Perfect sense.
Okay. He's going to throw 2 dice because he's a confident guy. He only gets success. Right.
So I need 2.
Yeah, you need 2.
With a target of 15, I think I got this.
Yeah, you'd think you do.
Yeah, 6 and an 8.
Frack. All right. 6 and an 8, and he basically said, okay. He was swung down with, I forget the name of the Jem'Hadar death weapon, but I'm going to drop it on the screen anyway. He's got his little Jem'Hadar weapon because, shooting people would just be passe. So he's got his equivalent of a batleth there, and he swings down at you. You have, I believe, some weapon at the ready, and what do you do as a block? Can you describe that? He's swinging down. He's uncloaked. He lunges at you, or he swings overhead down at you.
Can I with one hand block him? Block the thing with my what's it called?
You could have a batleth or a mechleth.
My mechleth, and then with my other hand grab his pinky and just look at him and go, "It's mine," and rip his pinky off.
That's going to cause. Well, that would be an additional attack. So you blocked it, and for your next move, you could do that.
Perfect.
You didn't succeed by enough, with no criticals.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would allow a stunt, essentially.
So no stunting.
You have blocked it. I mean, you didn't do well enough to stunt.
No stunting.
No stunting. Because we believe in people of all heights here.
Ben Shapiro's in
Am I-
the chat.
Yeah, who? What?
Nothing.
Has entered the chat. Peter Dinklage has entered the chat.
No.
Here, with all apologies, I am screwed. All right, you have blocked the attack, Doctor and Krivik. What do you wish to? All right, and at this point, they get the first thing. Second move, return move. Now we're going turn by turn, alternating between referee and players. So, player move. What do you want to do? And you guys can elect among who goes.
I'm going to charge out and fire at Jem'Hadar 21.
Okay, a guy you couldn't see before, but you do now.
Well,
All
I
right,
guess
yeah.
I will.
Yes, you can take a pop at him. You need 2 successes, and it's control and security.
All right, that's not so bad. Well, until I don't make it. I got a 4 and a 17.
Well, that bolt goes into Jem'Hadar 9. He is extra dead, so that's good for that.
Intimidation tactics.
You've cauterized the pinky. It's like that'll be you next, buddy. And then it's the Jem'Hadar's turn at this point. So GH7 is not taking too kindly to any of this. He will return fire on the dock. And I'd say there's not a lot you can do about it. You can just stand there and take it. He needs 2 successes. He has 2 dice. I don't think I want to buy a threat because... Oh, 7 and 5. Yeah, that's going to be an unpleasant experience for you. That's a 5, a 1, a 3,
I'll get
2.
another prosthetic eye.
I think you need another eye. 5 is 1, 2, nothing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Yeah, that's 6 points of damage. You do have 1 point of armor, so that stops most of it. But it takes 5 points to kind of take down a character. So you do have F. So you did catch a good solid bolt in the midsection from him, and you do have an option to spend threat to kind of to shake off the effects of incapacitation. You still have 5 wounds or 5 stress, but you can shake off the effects of incapacitation.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or you can just go down like a sack of like a quivering targ kidney.
Nah, we're too close now.
We're too close. All right. I'm assuming you're taking this as threat because you have no other choice.
Yep.
I believe you simply have no alternative. So, you do shake it off. You do have 5 stress. If you want to mark that somewhere in your sheet, I think you have 12 or 14 stress altogether. So you're pretty tough.
Yeah.
And then the play returns to the Klingon side. So, Dragon Krovik, you have to decide who moves next.
Unless you really want to do something, I'll take over. Being incensed that I just saw this Patah take a shot at the good doctor, and seeing my new best friend tangling with the other, who does seem to have at least some honor. I'm going to, so I'm gonna say in my headcanon, Lieutenant Dragon and Jem'Hadar 14 are kind of and there's an arch of a gap between them. So
yes, they
Sergeant
are.
Krovek is just gonna charge through and under that
London Bridge.
And
yes, we're London Bridge.
Upon getting, we'll say close enough as a unit of measurement
Yes.
to Jem'Hadar 7, I'm gonna do a sliding knee, and as I'm sliding, produce my batleth. I'm gonna try to kneecap this fool, both legs.
All I can say is that this flare will be very interesting to see if you decide to referee some other fight scenes. I look forward to this. Yes, you kick off the wall, basically a Hercules collapse to he's basically like he needs his inhaler at this point. He's sort of bent over with his hands on his knees.
Oh,
saying,
we push him out of the way.
I need a minute. No, I feel you vaulted over the top of him while his back was down. You leapfrogged over him, tumbled under the London Bridge, And that's not code for anything. Don't look that up. Definitely do not Google London Bridge with the safe search off.
Not going to.
And then come at Gemini 7, who has done nothing to you. He's just standing there. For all you know, he could be
This is
ready to
for
surrender.
doing me a favor.
Yep, and then you're going to take his legs out. Because you did have some athletics going on there, I'm going to need a fitness and security roll to do kind of the gymnatica.
Oh no.
You just need one success, 2 dice.
All right, target 17.
Oh.
We got a 4 and a 6. That's 2.
That's 2. I'm going to allow you to bank one of those if that's all right.
Yep.
And then the actual attack probably should be an extra action just for anyone who's rules lawyering. Because we have new people in, the rules don't really matter. Just letting you. If you haven't cottoned on to that, we keep moving. What you're going to do next is the attack, and the attack is obviously a daring and security. It only needs 1 success. He does have a chance to defend himself, so it's basically any successes means the attack attempts to land.
He's going to roll again.
He's opposed rolling you.
I got you. So I'm gonna spend a momentum to
you see that? All right, what? Yeah, you're gonna spend a momentum to get extra dice.
Oh, should I have seen failures abound on that? Okay, never mind. We're not gonna.
You do what you would have done anyway.
2 successes.
Did you buy a die or just do 2?
Well, apparently, I guess I only needed the 2, huh? And I did not roll a 3rd die.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're working together here against you, Q.
Well, I rolled in the open, which is very unbecoming a Q, because whose word can you not take except that of a Q? We are the truth. We understand all. We understand deeper truths, and sometimes that means that the numbers aren't numbers. A 17 and a 13. He rolled 1 success, and that was not enough to turn aside your blade or hop out of the way like a bunny rabbit. So you have inflicted damage, and you roll your damage, please.
Does my focus and blade do anything?
That increases your critical range.
Ah, okay.
That just gives you a chance to earn more successes.
Great success.
Very nice. Good success.
You rolled the
I
dice.
had to ask, does everyone have a Christopher Walken or a Rodney Dangerfield in their back pocket?
Oh, no.
Yeah, not really. I'm not going to try.
I don't have a tie. I get no respect
this
here.
is
No
the
respect.
future games,
All right.
by the way.
So rolling for 7d6. We got 1, a 4, 2, 4, 1. So that was 5.
What?
I need 2 more. And then the last 2 are a 4 and a 2.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Gemini armor does not help at all. Somehow, just hitting a leg has managed to shock the Jem'Hadar into just completely being out of action. I'm going to go with NPC quick kill. Boop. All right. Gemini 7's leg just comes off. Both of them. Oh, pardon me. Both of them. Both legs come off. Yes.
That was the benefit given by doing the a lot of momentum.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it was. All right. Or you rolled lucky. Either way, this is your fantasy. We are moving forward and not questioning it. There's not a lot of shame and violence here. Let's keep the initiative. Oh, do you want to actually do that? Okay, that will cost you 2 momentum. Dreg, you are next up. You would have kind of been anyway, but I'll let you spend the momentum. Because we
Oh, Jem'Hadar.
Well,
officially
we went
exists.
through all the players. I want to let you know before you spend your momentum. All
Okay.
players have all people on both sides have went through an entire round of combat. So,
Then yes, let's
and you
keep our
don't even have
momentum.
to do that because you're
Let's keep-
players, so you go first all the time anyway. I'm not gonna
Go
take your
first.
momentum away from you.
That's very gracious of you to
That's the
inform
rule.
us.
That literally is the rule that because you're such precious little babies that you'll quit if you don't get a death save, and your special character can't die and all that.
Not even our special characters. You made all these
Actually, no.
motherfuckers.
I forget the guy's name, Michael Rose or something. The author of the module made all these characters.
So, once again, to reiterate, someone,
Not
not
you.
us.
Yeah.
You've embraced them, and that is the magic of art. So yes, the player side goes first. I believe Dreg has decided to selfishly take this on to himself. I know.
Piece of shit.
I'm going to. So I'm still kind of blocking him. I would
Yeah,
like
you're
to
still just there
use.
in the London Bridge.
I want to use the moment that Krovek slid underneath as kind of like a distraction, and I'm going to
Does that somehow give him bardic inspiration?
No, that would be Dr. Herkel. Dr. Herkel has bardic inspiration.
And I'd like to use that to kind of like push up with my dagger and jam it directly into his chest.
Okay. There's not a rule for called shots. Don't care. You've got you normally have you have your regular 2 dice unless you want to do anything else about it.
Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and burn a momentum.
You're gonna burn a momentum.
What is melee again? It's
daring and security.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Here comes the call.
Here comes money.
Nope. Got a 10, a 5, and a 17. And I have blades, so that 5 is actually 2 successes. That's 3 successes.
30. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
That's the power. That's the power of focuses. So you have 3 successes. My hapless Jem'Hadar soldier who said, "Bro, we promised not to just splash on each other if we London Bridge this."
Jesus. It's getting worse.
It's got way worse.
This is now officially Star Trek Adventures After
Sure.
Hours since we're over.
This is the Commander Riker edition. This is the reason that the rules on first contact are 3 centimeters thick. Okay, like
Yeah, the Commander Riker edition. No one can sit down
No one-
directly. For
no one can sit down. And Trip, Riker, and Kirk. Those are all, and probably Gary Mitchell. But he got no successes. So you basically have 2 successes to use as you please, which can go to extra damage. They can effect.
Extra damage.
If you want an effect out of it too, but you can do extra damage. So just roll extra dice for those. You get 2 dice.
So the dagger is 6, so I get 2 extra dice. That's going to be 7.
8.
No, 8.
Smack.
Wow.
I can count. Hey, I run the numbers for a restaurant.
I really feel
But do you?
They're not
they're
losing
not
money
as far as they know.
as far as they know. Yeah. So here's the first 6. Let's see. We've got 3 6s, a 5, and 2 3s. And then roll 2 more. Alamarine. Then 3 more. 5 and a 6.
All I'm gonna say is there's a point coming back for the deep cut.
Nice.
As fuck. What was the last number? I apologize. I had a
What the Alamarine
the last 5.
reference is that?
the after 5. Your second round of
Oh.
no
There's a
Rain.
5 and a 6.
And if you
Yeah.
can't handle me at my Alan Moraine, you do not get me at my Pale Moonlight.
Kuchimoya.
You don't get me at my Paper Moon. I want everyone to be crying when I mention that. If you're not a fan, you're not crying.
When I pull the dagger out of his still beating chest,
Before you
go
pull
ahead.
a dagger and do some slaughter porn, I need the final number that you had.
Okay, it's 4 6s and 2 5s.
Okay.
The rest were 3s.
Okay, because I have a 6, 6, 5, 3, 3, 5. I thought there was one more.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 6 after that, Kiss.
6 after that. Okay. Because the Q is omnipotent, but somehow hard of hearing.
Apparently, they don't have hearing aids in the
Better when you think about it.
Shouldn't there be a QQRP?
Ow.
A QRP?
Yeah, we get a card. Sometimes our husband sends in for it when we are not ready for that card.
You have a card and it's just labeled 1 of 6.
Hey, pro tip, you don't have to be old to sign up for an AARP card. You could just go online and sign up for it.
That is the first stop on the bus to Geezer City, my friend.
I'm signing up for AARP as soon as we're done, and then I'm gonna.
And I will say, not as useful as you'd hoped.
No,
Cannot get in line in front of people at the self-check. I waved that card around. I believe some people have waved a Mensa card around. The Mensa card doesn't get you anything but punched. Excuse me, sir. I have a Mensa card and I can self-check faster than you. So to save time, I shall go first. Believe it or not, meets with a hostile reaction. It is an amazingly surprising thing. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Yes. 8 points of damage. And yes, more than enough to penetrate armor. I'm not going to have him shrug off the attack because I am a benevolent and merciful god. So what he would
as I pull the dagger out of his still beating chest, I am going to drag the dagger across his left, right hand pinky and place it into my bag.
So you're just going to go like, and then have the bag open? Is it going to go in slow motion?
Exactly.
Dots fly in the background?
For those of you that have seen it, it's the scene in Boondock Saints where they shoot someone and then catch the bullet midair. Kind of like that.
I'm going to have to watch this because I'm omniscient.
It's just going like the pinky's flying through the air
Well,
like this, and
not the bullet, the casing.
Good point. Thank you. And recover those because those can be melted down and recast because that will come in handy in a few years.
Pinkies?
Recasting casings the way things are going.
Oh, I thought you were talking about pinkies still. I was like, whoa.
You have gutted this Jem'Hadar like he heard about Britney Spears not releasing a new album. So yes, you've gutted this Jem'Hadar.
She's been through enough already. God damn
Who is
it!
it?
Leave her alone.
Yes, Britney. Sorry. Yes. So I love the idea of a Klingon doing that into the camera. If someone has any makeup and skill, leave Britney alone would be just amazing. Leave Bator alone. There is Jem'Hadar 21. Do you wish to retain momentum, or do you wish to allow play?
No. Let's kill him and get it over with. Let's burn the momentum. Let's keep the initiative. Let's keep. No momentum.
Okay.
I apologize for making these decisions for the group.
So you're pulling rank again. It just does not slow down.
I haven't played the captain in so long. I just feel like
it kind of has been a while since the main cast has been available. At this point, which of Krovik or Herkel, who wants to move next. Holy shit, I moved.
So what's the status of everybody?
Krubik is standing over the body of JH7, who now has no legs and is collapsed to the deck. You're basically using your inhaler and your walker to stay upright.
He's got his AARP card.
Drag is just sex knife fight and Dune style and desert fashion. Jemadar 14. And he got it in the bag.
All right, I feel like I should get a chance to redeem myself.
I feel that you have taken a laser bolt to the chest and said, "Not on my watch," and now it's your turn to do some violence if you wish. It depends on if you want to be too old for this shit and just Indiana Jones this, or if you want to.
I mean, that might just happen anyway, but at least gonna try.
Yes.
And then, I pull the I pulled my back out.
The Tobey Maguire. Yes, do the Tobey Maguire.
My back.
All right, you said it was what was it? Daring and security.
If you're hacking at him with a blade, it's daring. If you're shooting at him, it's control. So
there's
control and security. Yeah, it's a wash for her call. He's learned both skills of the warrior.
All right, I got a 4 and a 15, so 1 success, 1 failure.
No, you didn't. You get.
I pulled my back out.
Reroll one of those dice because I really don't want this to go on much longer. I think you need to reroll.
Oh, look at that! It was a 9.
9. Oh, look at that! It's amazing. The continuum is excited. How many dice damage do you do? Because I don't.
So what happened is I actually shot the deck underneath of him, and then he fell through it.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking it bounced off, but I like the deck underneath him. That's a one-time only thing where we do not have the ability to destroy deck plating with one shot. Yes, you do take him out. Well, we'll see if you take him out. You need as many D6s as you got in your blaster, which is 7 disruptors. Sorry,
Mine's a 6.
I really do want to see all the universes collide because, and I'm just going to tell you, folks, the Aliens is a shit show. So just adding all those people in, and I don't think there's a lot of overlap between casts.
There's a little bit, but
I mean, it's a substantial number of people. It would be interesting just to put them in the room like the 800 Enterprises. And what is that episode, folks?
I don't remember the name of the episode, but it was very Worf-centric.
Yes. No, it was it Worf?
Yeah. It was the one where Worf was coming back from the
where all the universes collided?
Mm-hmm. And everything kept changing, but he was the only thing that was
I
constant.
think you're wrong. I think
I'm right.
it's Captain Picard in the shuttle.
No.
I need the new people. We have alpha nerd status going on, people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I was gonna say that
I've just killed.
I was thinking the episode, like, I don't know the name of the episode, but the one where they kind of mirror into all the different versions of the Enterprise. I guess the Enterprise, Star Trek had beat. Okay, Star Trek beat Marvel to the multiverse. But even with that one shot with Captain William Riker, and he's just like, please save us, and
it's the same. It's the same episode. It's the Worf one.
Parallel.
I'm right.
It was cool. Parallels.
I will rest easy tonight knowing that I was right.
I will give you 2 momentum knowing that you're right. Because I thought for sure there was a one where Picard was out of phase.
There's the one where there's the two Picards. There was the one that showed up on the shuttle, and he was out of phase, and there was an entity in an anomaly that was angry at him and was trying
Yep.
to kill him.
So parallels, 2 points for the team for answering a Star Trek trivia question and me being incapacitated enough not to remember that. So congratulations.
You all are welcome. I'm an Uber nerd.
You are welcome. I'm so happy to hear that. Also, Jem'Hadar 7, have we got damage on him yet? Oh no, we did. Okay.
He's dead.
Yeah,
You had a 665 3356, right?
No, mine was 2,
That's
2,
me.
and 5.
Oh. All right, that's only 4 or 5 points of damage. That doesn't make it through his armor. He is still
Yep.
up. No offense.
You didn't gain extra successes that you could turn into damage die by rolling more.
He just got it. He just made it. So we do have that. Play returns to Jem'Hadar 21 with his dying breath. And here's what I'm gonna do. He's going to say he's basically reaching for a grenade that he has on his belt pouch, which you didn't know he had. We're going to go back to that, and he is going to say, "For the founders," and he's going to touch off a grenade. Oh, by the way, I need someone to roll a d6.
Got it. 6.
Nope. You're still alive. No, I've got that number written down. Good. And he touches off a photon grenade that he has with him to try and take you out with him because you deserve it, because you killed all of his friends. And he does 66 of damage. Well, here's the deal. Krovik and Dreg, that's 66. Hercule, you're somewhat shielded. You would do 5d6. And now I don't know which. There we go. You guys ready? I will read this this way. So it is a 1, a 1, a 4, a 6, a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points of damage. The additional die doesn't do any damage, more damage to our kill. So everybody takes 5 points of damage, 4 points of damage. Actually, your armor brings it down to 3. So 3 stress. It was kind of a wussy gesture, but he did his best for the founders.
So
He is most certainly dead. All you care about is you're picking bits of Jem'Hadar guts off of your face. You're dead now.
It's not my damn
Is it dead now?
We must hurry! I scream as I jump on top of Jem'Hadar 21 and start
Why are you jumping?
collecting my
You're taking
souvenirs.
a peek.
To save time, because he's absolutely going to waste our time doing it, Krovik will lean over, lob both pinkies off of Jem'Hadar 7, and then go to try to enter the shuttlecraft.
I'm gonna run behind, following. He's like, "Hey, did you get his pinkies?"
I got both of them because I didn't know which one you wanted. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I usually like the right one, but I'll take them both. I don't care. You know what? You keep the right one. Give me the left one. You deserve.
I believe you hadn't discussed which pinky you take.
Whichever one strikes me.
I walk fast, holding my back.
Hurry up, or you're not gonna get any of the pinkies.
To where, Doctor?
In the shuttle.
Okay. You hop into the shuttle. The door is open. There's some kind of various pieces of repair equipment lying about in that shuttle, and you have to. Well, what do you want to do once you get there? Well, they're busy savaging the bodies.
I'll see if this thing's operational.
Okay. I need a con and reason check. You need 0 successes. Well, 1 success. You need one,
I'm, I'm good at
well,
that.
con and reason, 1 success.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna reach into my pinky bag and pull out the longest pinky and show it to Krovek and go, I think this one's the best one out of the entire
Okay,
bunch.
to do that, you're going to need an intuition and science roll.
Okay.
1 success.
And I got a 7
11.
and a 16.
7 and 16. Okay, so that was 1 success for you.
3 and a 13.
I'm assuming the 3 works. 13, not so much.
Mm-hmm. 13.
Okay,
13
you
not so
do
much, but
pull
3
out the
definitely.
pinky of the correct size and length. You got 1 success. The shuttle appears to need some minor repairs, like essentially some rewiring. If you have a small companion who could fit through a small tube, who might not understand the difference between a blue wire and a red wire, but has big mournful eyes and big ears and is green, that doesn't speak English, that would help correct the problem. And I've gone deep meta on this. I've crossed the universes. But you do have, there's a minor repair needed to bring the engines back online. Basically, the ODN conduits need some additional adjustments so that yeah, exactly. That's the creature that has to go into that hole. Because Good Devil wants to show he has toys.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, it was Grogu.
Oh,
It was a joke to say, no, the red wire, don't touch the 2 wires. This is how every game I want to run would go. So you do determine minor repair. You're pretty sure that if Dreg ever gets done collecting pinkies, he probably could handle this.
I'll get down there and start futzing with some wires.
Well, you don't know that yet, but okay, it's good that you're meta.
Oh.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna start
You're gonna start what?
trying to fix it.
Okay.
No, doctor, you. Oh God,
Okay.
no.
You're not there.
It's engineering and intuition at this point for you. Now, do you wish to attempt to do hearts like a pump on this and use medicine?
It's like the veins.
If
Connect
you
the
can,
veins.
Well, was this electrical? Because that would be more like
it's
brain synapses.
yeah, it's connecting up. It's connecting up a couple of systems that need to be connected up. So you can decide what medical analogy that is, and just use bullshitobabble to take you through where you need to go.
I mean, is it like connecting veins and arteries, or firing synapses?
We're looking at firing synapses.
Okay.
So that would, if you want to make a bullshitobabble on that. I get criticized for puppets, and Good Devil just throws puppets out. Oh Christ! I want that. I'm sorry.
So I need a
Members
what
of
again?
Continuum will not let me purchase such things with your so-called currency. And the other members of the Continuum are pissing me off. And
What do we got?
it's medicine and con, C-O-N-N.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, wait. You have your substitute medicine for con. I apologize. Reason and medicine.
Reason and medicine. All right. I'll use a momentum as well.
Nice.
Yep.
I think you only need, what, 2 successes, I said? Anyone who's got something different can correct. So 2 successes. Go.
Yeah, I think that was right.
Are my horns straight? How are my horns? They're very pointy.
Yeah.
You can't touch him that much, otherwise we're gonna get
Um,
demonetized.
All I'm gonna go is Magatu.
So I got a 2, an 8, and a 20.
And you purchased this. You seriously purchased this. Why did you do this? Congratulations. You obtuse piece of flotsam. This
At least this time I'm outside the thing he broke. You can't
You
blame
did it.
me this
it's gonna
time.
be extra broke. I don't know how much broke it's gonna be. There could be a mountain involved. Your back is already hurting.
The
Is
generator's gonna blow any
anyone
minute.
going to carry this forward? It's a broke back.
No.
It's not. We're not going there. The Imperium is strictly hetero. This is how we do this. Okay, so there's a complication, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because that would be telling.
I like surprises.
Starting a new battle map because damn people, I don't know what you're doing, what y'all are gonna do. So yes, the doctor has moved over, attempted to repair the shuttle. Complication, which we can't describe. It looks like you've repaired it.
Perfect.
You hear the beginning,
That means if it's broken, it's somebody else's fault.
you hear the purr of the engine coming up as power builds, and it seems things are good. There's still obviously an energy shield in place for the force field protecting the installation, but that's okay. Krovik and Dreg, how are you doing on your pinky harvest?
Well, you said the ship bay shield is still.
You haven't messed with it yet.
Would that be the control for it at towards the bottom
Yeah,
left there?
that weird little icon that is one of the few things that's unique that Google Docs gave me. Yes.
Okay.
Also, Krovik, could you roll a d6, please?
No. That's a 6.
Well, you live another day. Okay, so you want to run over, and who wants to run over and attempt to deactivate the shield?
I'll do it.
Okay. Krovik, you're moved over. It is Dreg. While he's doing that, is there anything you want to do?
I'll start going towards the ship. I'll go ahead and get inside of it, looking at my pinky, being a little sad that Krovik just kind of like ran off after I showed him this really long pinky, and I'll just go, I guess Krovik doesn't like pinkies like I do, but that's
What?
fine.
Well, as he's running to the control, cool pinky, people, we got together, fuck out of here.
Oh, okay. And
Well,
then
how are the cuticles on these things? Asking for a friend.
they're very well done.
Okay, because the Jem'Hadar are renowned for their manicure, their mani-pedis.
It's the only pleasure that the Vorta
Yeah,
allow.
the Vorta find it amusing that they seem to care about their manicures, and nope, anything else I say would be absolutely fucking racist. So we'll stop there.
Might as well continue on with the kippy. Hey,
Yes, we will be immediately demonetized. I don't know if that would pick us up a sponsor.
I mean, we'd have to be monetized.
Yeah, and that's on you, audience. Audience, that's on you. Why we're not?
We did our part.
We showed up, and we provided Dance Monkey Dance
And we-
enthusiasm,
And we play the game
and we
sometimes.
sometimes play a game. But no, now it's on you. Find some friends and get drunk, and enjoy the ride. All All right. So while you're so you make it over to the shuttle. You're very excited about the new cuticle, and you're staring at it as you walk into the shuttle and see Dr. Hercule with his head just into a panel. He's just all you see is this very wide load, uh, uh, old wide load guy just plumber's butting his way into this, and there is Klingon plumber's butt going.
Oh God, we're gonna die.
I almost got it.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
And then Krobek, it's basically intuition and security to decode the launch, the little force field thing.
Okay, I guess you meant insight instead of
I
intuition.
apologize. It is insight because I am in the wrong game system.
And how many successes do I
you
need?
need one.
Okay.
It's not over
Uh,
because Gemini.
we got a target of 12. We got a 4 and a 13. One
One
success.
success is all you need. You don't get to bank anything. Do you wish to hightail it back to the shuttlecraft that you don't know is working or not? Do you see the warp nacelles begin to pulse with life?
That was going to be my question. Do I see the telltale signs of engines warming? So yeah, as much as I currently want to play meta, I'm going to get in the fucking shuttle.
You can say I wish to play meta, and then I will figure out a dice roll for you. It's instant.
No, it's okay. I'm going to get in the
security
shuttle.
will get you a chance to go. Oh, I'm not being foolish.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Insight and security. We got. Oh, I'm sorry. That's really dark. Okay, one success.
One success. Okay, that's enough. Before I begin, let me see. I can't remember your names. Dreg, because you mean so little to me. I don't even remember your names. Dreg, I need a D6, please.
Damn. 4.
All right. I have a clock. I have a ticking clock mechanism, like it says in the GM's guide, but no.
Just tell me what number that we need to roll, and the next time I roll it,
that's the number.
I'll tell you.
No,
Or we can
better. But we all have battleshipped our way around the number for those playing at home.
It's fine.
Still wrong.
It's 3.
Well, I could say it's still wrong, but you know that by process of elimination, it's not. So let me see. What was
What is that? My Klingon intuition just told me.
Oh, I thought that you said you wished. No, this was to allow you to.
That doctors aren't meant to do engineering.
Yeah, this was to allow you to say where you as the player. All right, I'm going to go with this. You as the player said, "Hey, I wish I could meta this, but I'm going to be in character." That rule allowed you to essentially break character, come up with the idea, and then you can backfill why that still works.
Yeah. So, turning around to run towards the shuttlecraft, Krovek notices some what looks to be a little bit of overcharging in the nacelle. Essentially meaning that the good doctor has created yet another ticking time bomb, or whoever fired up the ship, because Krovek doesn't currently know. So he's gonna, just kind of go from from the left side that he's currently on over by Jem'Hadar 9, just so he can yell and make sure that his colleagues hear him. Be like, "Get off the craft! It's about to blow! Just jump!"
Wait, you're
Yeah, get on the craft! Get on the craft!
And on that note, Krovek is going to turn and jump out.
Out where?
Out of the door.
Okay, so you're leaving. You're going onto the frozen tundra, which is fine. You're able to do it. Is anyone following suit, or are you leaving?
He sounded pretty serious. I think we should listen to him. Besides, if you're the one who fixed this ship, it probably is about to explode. So I'm just gonna get off the ship.
I guess.
You can stay there if you
You
want.
can be stubborn, sure, yeah.
Okay, so you've all left this shuttle. Seriously, you've all left the shuttle. Okay. Krovik, as you leave, or Herko, as you leave, you see the wall of the shuttle change into a glowing gelatinous thing reminiscent of 1980s effects. And
I recognize
collapse
that.
to a humanoid shape and close the door. And I need a die roll from anyone, a d6 roll from anyone.
I got it. That's a 2.
Damn it. The shuttle powers up and lifts off the deck, and it's go, and it makes it's gonna just rocket the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna look and shake my head
Okay.
at dear
I
Crow.
need a die roll from Dreg on d6. What do you roll, Dreg? What? Damn it! What couldn't you lie?
Right, I know. I said I was gonna do it, but I can't bring myself.
You're getting honesty here. That's something you don't get in other Twitch streams. Just audience, I want to let you know, if you're going to hit that subscribe and buy a subscription, you're getting honesty. Good there, yes.
We're all out on the tundra now.
They're on the deck. You're on the tundra. You're all out of the shuttle as far as.
So as we're walking away, each step, one step, roll a d6. That's take a second step. Roll a d. That was a 4 and a 2, by the way. Take a third step. That's a 1. Take a 4th step. That's a 4. Take a 5th step. That's a 3.
A 3 does inflict 8d6 damage. Well, actually 10d6. We'll just go with that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
But I've walked
8,
so far away from the
9,
base.
10. Well, the base is pretty big. So we're going to do this.
I don't know why I left without us. I can treat frostbite.
Yeah, you could have went with treat. And honestly, I rolled the worst of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 only. So yeah, you all took 8 points of damage. You all took 8 points of damage.
Leaving me with 2 stress left.
Okay, and 5 puts you into incapacitation. So, yeah, the base blew up as you started walking away. So yeah, thus ends the proud thing. I don't think a song will be sung. Maybe a limerick or a ditty might be sung of this, because you have disabled the transmitter.
I'll take a 90-second slam poetry.
You take slam poetry? Okay. All right, we'll take a slam poetry on this. Anyone who wishes, on the Discord server, people who have joined, do they automatically go into the Discord server, or who goes into the Discord server?
Anyone who wants to.
Yeah, anyone who wants to.
Okay.
I'll
yeah,
link it.
Get in that Discord server. There's a lot more going on than Star Trek. I would argue that only Star Trek should matter, but that's just me. And there might be other things that we're planning that you don't want, you don't know about, like was it Ruby?
Mm-hmm.
Something like
and we'll talk more at length when that starts to materialize.
Yeah, there's
a little bit more.
There's a whole flavors. But go ahead. Sorry.
But I will say, just on day one, starting to kind of start meshing pieces together so I can have a cohesive dough ball of a story. I think like just by kind of spitballing, I did okay. I like it.
That's all you really need to do when you're creating a campaign. Really, just start fucking spitballing, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay.
I believe the devil has discovered the sea. I believe he's discovered what acting is. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Say that you spent hours planning and then do no planning and watch as your players go. That was really fun.
Hold on. All together now. I want all of you to say the following, right? You know what to say now. All together. 1, 2, 3.
Kapla!
Oh, I was singing. That was really fun. To feed into our
You want me to lie to you?
Yeah, to lie to me.
All right,
Q,
guys.
that was really
fun.
fun.
I'm gonna count to 3, but go on 2. 1, 2. That was really fun.
That was really fun.
Yes. So, congratulations. You've all died for the glory of the Empire. We have no idea what the changeling what havoc they will wreak, or if they even escape the blast radius. All I know is there are several corpses lying in the tundra.
And there's several corpses in the smoldering ashes of what used to be this base that are all
They're all missing pinkies. Although now all the ashes together. So I now, with my bald spot, return this to the referee or to the channel runners. So what do you wish to do?
Oh, that's us.
That would be you. I'm going to go full meta here. You can see me.
Sorry, I'm painting a big bad.
I'm uncoiffed. Wait, there's a big bad?
Yes.
That's a Rift's big bad, yes.
Oh, it's a Rift's big bad. Okay, I was...
Because we've done so well with all of those.
I was it was an alien's big bad because for no apparent...
Well, those are already painted.
Oh, damn it.
Actually, I pre-ordered one that hasn't come in yet, but I'll save that if we do another season.
So, by the way, anyone for the Star Trek, thank you for attending. I appreciate your participation, and I'm glad the Klingon game has come to a conclusion.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's nice to step outside of the normal a little bit.
Hey, we only had to go 48 minutes over.
Oh, I apologize. All I can say is...
Well, I wanted this the closure is what I wanted more than anything.
Like that Beeger sphincter.
Do we have a raid rolling?
Looking now.
So thank you all, lords and ladies of fate, for joining us. Here we play all manner of tabletop RPGs. Wednesday we'll be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Adenia, a place of my own design. Please join us while we get the heist moving. That's 2 heists back to back here. You get the heist today that we were obviously so successful in, and now you're gonna get Dungeons & Dragons heist, followed by the beginning of Star Wars heist on Thursday. Like I said, it's heistathon. Go 0 APR. Okay, no money down. The heist of your dreams. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
You'll enjoy at least one of them.
Love the way
at least one of them is going to be more successful than the Star Trek heist.
Hey, it was successful.
Well, yeah, I guess the changeling is now going to the Empire as an admiral, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine. This is Commodore Greg is going to have an opinion about that. So he's
I love the fact that you literally looked at all of us and was like,
"Really?
Wait, so you all get off
you
the
all
ship? You all get off the ship? No one's on the ship?
I love scoring on your own.
Could have met it and stayed on, but I was like, no.
I love your scoring on your own goal. That is so human of you.
So join us in the raid for the lollygaggers. Make sure that you hit that like button or the follow button when you get in there. You show that love. Spread those emotes around. Oh, hey, by the way, we've got animated emotes. We don't have any
Yeah.
yet, but we have them. We have the access to them, so we're gonna start looking at that. I'm sure.
We got some
But,
money to
we'll
spend.
talk more about that. But we'll talk about that. Don't make that
I mean,
face. after
Star
saying
Trek.
that.
We're in
We'll
the
talk about that
23rd
later.
century, 4th century. We don't have money.
But we do
Yeah.
have gold.
Oh,
and
yeah,
platinum.
somehow money.
Yeah.
All right, got 6
All right,
seconds.
everybody, have a great time.
Bye.